Hola, excuse me, disculpe me. Hola, hoy tenemos 10 más palabras para comparación. Today we have 6 more words for comparison. Again, working through the false cognates, Cognados Falsos, Ocho. On our Spark Notes chart, probably 1 or 2 more of these, and it'll be all the way through all of them. So what I do here again is I take the word, look it up word for word in the dictionary, compare with what my intuition says about, again, not debating the direct definition, but just where the etymological root's coming from. How did these words get solidified? How did these words get associated? And are they cognates? Do they look or sound the same? Again, I only do sound cognates at all. So today we have realizar versus realize, read versus read, recordar versus record. Again, we've already done an entire video on acordar versus recordar. 4, ropa versus rope. 5, sana versus sane. And 6, sensible versus sensible. Right off the bat, I would say pretty much all of them are sound cognates except for raid. I would not say raid. If I heard that pronounced in Spanish, I would hear R-A-I-D, raid. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, I'm going on a raid. So, just right off the start, I would say they all look like, all of these ones strike me as sound cognates. So what logical background to the etymology can I produce? So for realizar, un sueño, in parentheses, goes to realize, comma, to fulfill, semicolon. Película, in parentheses, to produce. Un sueño, asleep. So sueño es sleep, see? So that's an interesting context there. To realize in your sleep, right? Dream. You kind of make realizations in dreams, kind of. And darse, again, and then again, like I'll do the Spanish first, and then I'll compare it to what they have on the Spark Notes chart. Darse cuenta de has to be found, semicolon. And I just have literally darse giving one cuenta count of from. That's a very interesting phrase to me. To carry out, llevar fuera, in parentheses, outside, which is really weird to see a parentheses word after the definition. But in the dictionary it also had as an expression, fuera. So I was looking for like a literal definition of out, like get out, like fire out, fuera. But that fuera as an expression with the upside down, with the exclamation marks, it goes to escape, plus a lot of contextual use. So literally, to carry out, I would say llevar fuera, but that might be strange. It might be like carry outside. So I just want carry out. I don't want to carry out. Strange English Spanish phrase for me. Realize goes to parentheses, achieve, realizar, semicolon, parentheses, comprehend, darse cuenta de. And so there, and then because on here they have realizar is to carry out, and then to realize, and again I drop the to every single time. The infinitive verbs should be read with an ing without context. Goes to darse cuenta de. So to me, darse cuenta de is more of giving one count of, and to carry out. Again, I just have from the English comprehension versus realization versus understanding. Comprehension is more to understanding. Realization is more of an initial awareness. Comprehend goes to comprender. So I really think it's the solidified definition of the English word realization is where this different context is coming from. Not a big fan of any of even the dictionary, like realizar un sueño. It's really weird to say to realize asleep is the context. So not great. I really think it's realization in the English language. Number 2, número 2, raid, para pescar, for fishing, right? See, pescar, estaba two fish que es para pescar. If pescar is two fish, then what is para pescar? For fishing, not for two fish. It means a net, semicolon, tejido de mallas, parentheses, mesh, semicolon, tejido, again, textile, comma, fabric, semicolon, tissue, either semicolon or comma, weaving, comma, knitting, conjunto de mallas, network, semicolon. Rojo, es red, para siempre. But again, for the raid, again, going back to raid even, there's just a lot of contextual definitions. Para engañar, deceiving, for deceiving is a snare, semicolon. They also had, one of them meant like the internet, like net, internet. Maya goes to de armadura, durable arms, arms, are you armed? So de armadura, are your arms from durable arms, in most general to me. Mentir, I think it's to lie. Again, my handwriting's all over the place on this one. Male, semicolon, and then de metal, mesh. So, and then net goes to raid, also network, semicolon, and then red, rojo. So to me, really, this is for para pescar, para engañar, disculpez-moi, excusez-moi. And this is not French class, but really the functionality of a net, right? A net in geometry is the base of a polygon of a three-dimensional structure, but the function of a net for like fishing, para pescar, for a mesh, a net, fabric, textile. So really the functional, again, the functional definition of net in the English language. But rojo, red, clearly, so some sort of function for what a net does or how, or like what use you're using a net, a mesh, chain link fence thing for. Because even with for the raid, para raid, it says, when it says the context of tejido de mallas, I couldn't even find a convincing, word for word literal definition for that either. Textile of malla, mallas, es no en diccionario, no. Yo no sé. Número 3, recordar. Again, we already did this one, but it goes to acordar, context, parentheses, acordarse, to remember, comma, to recollect, to recall, semicolon, hacer acordar, to remind, dot, dot, dot. Again, dot, dot, dot means if there's no semicolon at the end of the dictionary definition. Doing, acordaring, dar, giving, acordar, to something, giving. But just recordar, again, this one initially, again, from the prefixes, a, o, re, the a comes first, but if you look up acordar, colon, literally the first definition is hyphen n, en, to arrange to, semicolon. And then hyphen se, parentheses, de, to remember. So acordar is literally in the dictionary strictly with like contextual phrasing usage. So some not well recorded not recordaring definition of the Spanish words in this one. Grabar goes to parentheses marcar, marking, to engrave, semicolon, con acido, with acid, to etch, semicolon, plus two more contextual use. I don't include the contextual use, just other phrasing examples in the dictionary if you look these words up that don't give me much indication about the definition I'm trying to figure out. Registrar, buscar en, buscar, seeking, to search, semicolon, indicar, indicating, to record, comma, to register, dot, dot, dot. Record, parentheses, account, registro, registro. Sometimes con H, like me gusta, you please me, gente. Both words have H in them. So gu depends. And then so typically with H con in the word, con el palabra, my intuition of reading and spelling goes to an actual G sound. Right, en français, je et G, and G et je. So something going on there, comma, asiento, semicolon. Parentheses, account of a meeting, acta, semicolon. Remind goes to recordar. Remember goes to recordar, comma, acordarse, semicolon. So, again, recordar, acordar, recordar, and then reminding is recordar, and remembering is more literally to recordar. Again, remind, remember, recollect, all types of logical memory recording. So, but if I were to say I'm going to record something, you're not going to think I'm going to think about it or I'm going to remember something. You're going to think I'm going to have some sort of video element or audio element. So, really, to me, this one's translating the Spanish base of acordar and recordar into English. Other Spanish words in these ones, I think I covered them all. Buscar, seeking, to look for, searching. Indicar, indicating, marcar, marking. Ácido, acid, asiento. Parentheses, lugar donde sentarse, cama, parte de una silla, cama, de balbula. Parentheses, seat, semicolon. Denominas, entry or record. So, right, reminding, recording would be kind of entering or recording entries in the context of denominas. I didn't look that up word for word. Names, nombres, nominas, yo no sé, but literalmente, literally. Lugar, if I forget, donde, where, sentarse. So I don't know, didn't look that one up, I'm not going to give you definitions or translations. Numero cuatro. Ropa goes to clothing, totally agree. Semicolon, comma, clothes, semicolon, hyphen, blanca, linen. So ropa blanca means linen. Cuerda goes to parentheses, soga, cord, comma, rope, semicolon, de guitarra, string. Juego, jugo, no, not juego, jugo, guitarra, sí, semicolon. Rope goes to parentheses, cord, soga, comma, cuerda, semicolon. Soga goes directly to rope, semicolon. Clothes is not in the dictionary, English to Spanish. Clothe, like to go clothe myself, to dress, vestir, semicolon. Con S, like I said, clothe is in the dictionary, clothes is not. So vestir is dressing, clothing. But if I said clothing in English, that's a noun. I'm wearing clothing. So to me, it's the English verb clothe, because the ropa goes to clothing. Totally, I mean, that's clear. Clothes is not directly in the dictionary, so it's pretty clear to me on that one. Dos más, clear. It's clear to me. Es claro, is clear. Número 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sano, parentheses. Parentheses, persona, healthy, semicolon. Juicio, parentheses, sound, semicolon. Diete, parentheses, healthful, semicolon. Parentheses, basso, unbroken, semicolon. Basso, parentheses, de vidrio, glass, semicolon. De papel, of paper, plástico, or plastic, cup, semicolon. Right? Base, like base, like if you go to a museum and go look at anything, and half of the pottery is called base, vases. So base, basso. Cuerdo goes to sane, ... Sensato goes to sensible. comma, level-headed, dot, dot, dot. Sane goes to cuerdo, dot, dot, dot. Healthy goes to sano, como saludable, dot, dot, dot. Saludable goes to healthy, comma, healthful. Health, salud, healthful. English. When the fuck has anyone said healthful? Oh, I'm feeling very healthful today. I'm full of health. I am healthful. Healthy all the time. Health all the time. English people, when the fuck have you ever said healthful? I couldn't tell you a time I have. So I really think that's going there. But if you're sane, are you healthy? Yes. Is your sanity, is your right? What's the opposite of sanity? Craziness. So if you're demonstrating being really crazy, you're not sane. But mental health versus physical health, your mental health is going to reflect your physical health, and vice versa. So, again, I agree with the dictionary definitions. I'm not even really comparing it to these ones because, again, I said they all sound like cognates to me on parte ocho. But I think on this one, I think it's the literal translation of the English word healthful, which I don't think people really say. Last one. Sies. Sensible goes to sensitive, semicolon, parentheses, notable, perceptible, semicolon. Sensato goes to sensible, semicolon, level-headed, dot, dot, dot. Prudente goes to prudent, dot, dot, dot. Sensitive, parentheses, to emotions, sensible, or sensible, excuse me, disculpe me, semicolon, parentheses, to stimuli, sensitivo. Sensible goes to sensato, comma, raisonable, dot, dot, dot. So, again, if I came up to you in English and said, are you sensitive? You're not going to sit there and thinking, am I sensitivo? Am I sensitive to stimuli? Obviously. Are you sensitive? Are you a little bitch? Pequeño puta. So, I think differentiating from the Spanish to the English about being sensitive to what, again, the two emotions makes a ton of sense, sensible. Because, again, that's what you say. If you said, are you sensitive? No context to a human being. They're not going to sit there and say, do I have my cognitive functions of sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing? Again, there's only two real senses. You touch things and you see things. But, so that's where I think they're at there. Again, I agree with the most of the definitions. I don't agree with their false cognates because they're just differentiating, the context of when these words are used and how they got solidified in their natural contexts. So I hope I've provided some more insights to some etymological roots on these different words. Hope you have learned something. If not, who cares at all, period. So we'll do one more of Cognados Falsos. What's after Ocho? It's after Ocho. Not sure. Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Ocho, nuevo. Sí. So we'll probably do one more of these, maybe two. There's those only got like eight more words. I typically do six an episode. So and then we'll move on. Again, I can do other just vocabulary building things, but I want to do this stuff with a lot of different languages. So just putting out videos every single day, trying to start my life, and it's no progress. No end in sight. Absolutely not. So, hope you learned something. See you next time.